Hey everybody, what's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What's shaking on your Thursday night? I hope everything's groovy for you, man. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't groovy for you. That'd be rotten. That'd be awful. Hey, tonight I'm going to tell you all about the official choice of idiots everywhere, LegalShield. Meanwhile, like, share, subscribe, retweet, all them cool things you can do for no money at all. Doesn't cost you a penny. But it does help us serve the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm. People saying hi in our chat room. We do have the most cheerful chat room on the internet, as verified by independent sources. What else we got on here? Yeah, just more people saying hi. People saying hi all over the place. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody that's not saying hi. The algorithm. I don't know if it's the algorithm. Lockbox. Anyway. Yeah, what's going on? We got some time to vamp here. I don't know. I mean, there's a debate tonight. The United States is underperforming as usual. See how the US of A is doing against Panama. Really intelligent red card early in the match. That was sweet. Oh. I hate getting notifications out of the middle of nowhere. What the hell's wrong with this phone? Oh, homie says, hi, Tom Gully. Yeah, I said hi to you earlier, homie. Hi. Killing it with the Ables tonight, 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central. Make sure and watch that. Unquenchable Fire, Make America Great Again. There it is. I said it. When was America not great? Seems like it's pretty great always to me. Just saying. When was it not great? I'll wait. What the hell's going on with this? I'm just about had it with this phone. Just about had it, man. It's really harshing me out, this phone. USA. Whoops. God, USA. Panama. Here we go. Copa America. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, we're down 2-1 with very little time remaining. So great. That's fabulous. That's wonderful. No, Greg Berhalter. He's a great coach. No, he's doing great things for the program. Terry says the country is over as we knew it. Adapt accordingly. Well, it's always what I don't even know what that means. Hey now, says SG Fanboy. Hungus Mungus says, evening guys, what's good? I had to say it, or that's the risky run, I guess. Yeah, it's over as we knew it when it was founded. Changes every day. Let's see, Jack Hanna-Barbera can't even beat that tiny country. Now with 10 men, you can't. Incidentally, Jack Hanna-Barbera, ever hear of a country known as the Netherlands? They're way smaller than us, but they tend to be way better. Uruguay, I mean, the size of a country really doesn't have that much to do with how good you are at soccer. Otherwise, India would be the best in the world, wouldn't they? Or China. Or Pakistan, but they're not, are they? Huh. Wacky how that works out. Anyway, sorry. It's not going to get a lot of cheerfulness out of me tonight. What else we got? Let's see. The size of the USA rules, though. Well, it kind of does, but 330 million. We're nowhere close to 1 billion. I think there's a lot of countries bigger than us in population. There's certainly countries bigger than us in landmass. There's a whole lot of things that play into that. So anyway, we got a debate and then the soccer match is on. There's something else going on tonight too that's of note. I don't know what it is. I can't remember, but it's happening. And let's see. They don't have the balls though. Well, I'm sure they could scare up a ball or two. Let's see. Sometimes I sell ice cream. Sometimes I walk the earth as a disembodied corpse. Sometimes I'm a member of the World War II Army, but I managed to confiscate Pervitin from the Germans. Other times I'm a world-renowned detective. Some other times I've been irradiated with gamma rays to the point that I become a giant green beast. Other times I am imbued with the powers of a red stone type radiation. I don't know how she gets her powers. She's a witch. Who knows? And then other times I tease my sister and then get brained wide open on a headstone and turn into a zombie. I do a lot of things. Oh, the NHL awards are on tonight? I did not realize that was tonight. But the NHL awards are on tonight. Hello, SG, says Dupa. This is the time of year that you get those little tiny gnats, like 2 of them, and they just go crazy. Let's see. Love these, show them all. Well, I can't because killed you. Hurts, don't it? Tell your friends. When you get to bug hell, tell them Tom sent you. People saying hi. People saying hi. Pecker gnats. Is that what they're called? I didn't realize that's what they were called, but okay. I just call them, some people call them no-see-ums because they're hard to see. I've never understood that one, to be honest with you, but that's what they call them. No-see-ums. Relatively visible to me, but anyway. Let's see here. I better open up my thing just on the off chance. Oh, behind me is the world headquarters of LegalShield. We're going to find out a lot about LegalShield. I think the biggest thing that you'll, that's what I call them. That's what I call them, pecker gnats. Hey, man, that's there. SG Family says John Cena gnat. Yes, no seams. Hey, you know, I got to tell you, one of the things we're going to learn about LegalShield tonight is that you shouldn't use LegalShield. LegalShield is like a Band-Aid. I mean, it's really awful. It's legal protection for people that don't want legal protection. Anyway, I guess I can get into this. And then it would be over. Then we would have it done with. And we would, there's the headquarters of LegalShield right there. That's in Ada, Oklahoma. And when the world headquarters are in Oklahoma, let's see. Terry Nee says no CMs in Florida are horrible. Yeah, there's swarms of them in Florida. You're walking somewhere and all of a sudden you walk through this black cloud of. Aku says 1-800-DIAL-A-FRAUD. Well, we'll get into it. Why don't we just get into it? Oh wait, I got 3 more minutes to yank. We got 3 more minutes of yank, folks, and then we're going to get into this topic. But what a doofus. Just gonna sue everybody. Can I clear something up with these cease and desist? Cease and desist. A cease and desist is a letter that says, "Hey, you should stop this, or else we're gonna do something." It's not legally binding. You don't have to do what it says. Now, if you don't, they could always do something else, but that doesn't mean they're going to win. That doesn't mean they have a case to stand on. I could write any of you right now a cease and desist. Cease and desist using deodorant. It doesn't mean it's... Jack Hanna-Barbera says, can I draft a last will and testament with LegalShield? You can, but you can go to like stationers or something. You could get a last will and testament form online, or you could just write one on the back of a cereal box. It's not. Akumugan says it's an opening salvo before an actual suit attempt. Yeah, or not. Sometimes a cease and desist is actually what they call dunning, and it's just nothing but a threat. It's not even, they don't even intend to follow up on it. Terry Nee says, da sees this, da sees that. Yeah. And don't get me started on this. We're going to sue you for breaking the California recording law. There are some states in the union, not very many, that have two-party consent. But that's only binding if you're within that state, if both parties are within that state. Because the federal standard is one-party consent, and most states are one-party consent. If you're in a one-party consent state, you don't have anything to worry about. And if you're in a two-party consent state, you only can't record people in your state. Everywhere else you can. I don't know why I have to keep repeating that. It gives me a thrombosis to have to repeat that. It so does. Okay, so LegalShield, previously known as Prepaid Legal Services, is an American corporation that sells legal service products, not legal service, legal service products, direct to the consumer through employer groups and through the always scammy, always scammy multi-level marketing in the United States and Canada. It was available in the United Kingdom. Hello, Diane O'Brien, from 2019 to 2021. Now, this is probably the thing to laugh the hardest at about everything I'm going to say, and everything I'm going to say about this, other than just the fact that Stuttering John uses it. According to LegalShield's income disclosure regarding associates selling the product, for associates with 0 to 2 years of experience who made at least one sale, we're not talking about the people who made no sales. We're talking about the people who made at least one sale. The average annual earnings, the amount of money that they made in 1 year, a whole year selling this product, I'd ask you to guess, but it's too hilarious to ask you to guess. $798 for their year of selling LegalShield. Okay, 1 year, $798. And of all the people selling it, not just those with 0 to 2 years, but people with many years of selling LegalShield, 73% of those people, let's just say 3/4, made less than $1,000. So of all the people that are selling this product, 3/4 of them made less than $1,000. The company was founded in 1972 as the Sportsman's Motor Club, and we'll get into why that was the name of it. It gets more rinky-dink and horrible as I tell you about this, trust me. In 1976, it was incorporated as Prepaid Legal Services, Inc. So this company's been around since 1972. So 28 and 24 is for 52 years this company's been around. And it made its initial public offering in 1984. Now it's not public anymore. We'll get to that in a second. Because in 2011, Prepaid Legal went from being traded on the New York Stock Exchange back to being a private company when it was acquired by Mid-Ocean Partners. And that's when, in 2011, so 13 years ago, it changed its name to LegalShield. And, So LegalShield develops and markets these prepaid legal service plans through a network of more than 6,900 independent provider attorneys across the United States and Canada. So out of those 6,900, three-quarters of them make less than $1,000. The company also markets a product called LegalShield, which is a privacy and reputation management service that also provides identity theft monitoring and restoration. And I'm sure it is equally as inept and terrible. The company's membership plans are sold as employee benefits. How? I have no idea. Through its multi-level marketing division. Scam! Scam! And direct to the consumers. Now, the history of this company. So LegalShield started out as a company called Sportsman's Motor Club in 1972 in Ada, Oklahoma. You know, because when you think of the law, you think of Ada, Oklahoma. A man by the name of Harlan Stonecipher was the company's founding president and chief executive officer. Now, Harlan was a life insurance salesman from Ada, Oklahoma, and he created the Motor Service Club. This is so... After he was in a car accident in 1969. So he gets in this car accident, and the other party in the car accident was cited for being at fault. It's their fault. But they still sued poor Harlan Stonecipher for the accident. And although he had health insurance and life insurance and vehicle insurance coverage, by the way, this is a good time to point out insurance, yeah, great people, those insurance people. Even though he had all that coverage, he was required to then go out and hire a lawyer to defend himself in court. And he struggled to pay all these legal expenses, even though he was in the right. So after researching the industry of European legal expense plans, he established the Sportsman's Motor Club to reimburse members for legal fees relating to vehicle accidents. So it's a little extension to your regular insurance. Now, the club changed its name and incorporated as prepaid legal services in 1976, becoming the first company in the U.S. to provide prepaid legal plans for individuals. Now, initially, members could pick whatever lawyer they wanted, and then they'd get reimbursed by prepaid legal services. But by the 1980s, the company said, you can't do that. You've got to use the lawyers that we pick for you. Okay. So it went public in 84. It was on the NASDAQ, and then it moved to the American Stock Exchange, and then the New York Stock Exchange, which it did in 1999. In 1998, it acquired the People's Network, which is a marketing company based in Dallas. In 1999, it began offering plans in Canada. Yes. In 2000, it was criticized by the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company's marketplace program, for operating as a multi-level marketing model and encouraging sales associates by training manuals and all sorts of crap that they didn't need. In 2003, the company moved into their new corporate headquarters in Ada, Oklahoma. Woo! Which you see behind me and on screen. There's only one person making out with any sort of profit in this whole thing, and it's Harlan Stonecipher. In 2006, Prepaid announced plans to spend $27.4 million to repurchase the shares in the company that were owned by executives because they wanted all the money. And in 2010, Stonecipher resigned from the positions of president and CEO, and Stonecipher retained his position as chairman of the company's board. Now, controversies. Oh, there are many. In 2001, the Wyoming Attorney General announced that when they discovered Prepaid was using prohibited income representations to promote their marketing program, the multi-level scam thing, we warned them that the representations were prohibited by Wyoming law. Prepaid denied violating the law, but said, we'll change the marketing and we'll pay you a fine and we'll refund participants who claim that we misled them. In that very same year, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission required Prepaid to stop counting the commissions paid out to sales associates as assets. The money that they paid people for selling this product, they said those are assets to inflate the assets of their company instead of listing them as expenses, which of course they are. And that reduced the company's reported earnings by over half. As a result, Prepaid amended its reporting and filed its 2000 financial statements in February of 2022. And the statement showed huge decreases in earnings, like from 43.6 million to 20 million. And the stockholder equity went down. That's the money that the stockholders, have in worth and value from holding the stock, from 147 million to 42 million. So it decreased over 100 million. Later that year, the Denver Business Journal reported that Prepaid earned 27.1 million in profit on 303 million in revenue. So they have no overhead. Anyway, they made 27 million. They made about $9 million in profit for every $100 million in revenue. And again, they have no overhead. They're only paying people three-quarters of the people $1,000 a year. Hey, this one will be of interest to my good friend Shuli Agar. In 2004, approximately 250 plaintiffs filed about 30 lawsuits in, wait for it, Alabama, against Prepaid legal services, all of which were settled by 2006. Prepaid faced 2 lawsuits in Mississippi. Jury ruled in favor of the company in the first lawsuit. In the second, the jury found Prepaid and Stonecipher himself guilty of deceptive advertising and fraud. Required them in November of 2005 to pay $9.9 million in punitive damages. Punitive damages. That's like saying, you did a bad thing, so we're going to hammer you by making you pay a ton of money. TheStreet.com reported that Prepaid faced additional lawsuits filed by 400 Mississippi plaintiffs, which were ultimately settled. TheStreet.com also noted that the company had become, somewhat successful in court, including the overturning of a fraud verdict and the defeat of a class action lawsuit. The company and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, which Stonecipher had on its board of directors, and that just tells you something about the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, called the lawsuits frivolous and abusive. Right. Prepaid's independent auditor was unable to approve the company's. This is awesome. So Prepaid gets an independent auditor to audit their company, and he could not approve the company's 2004 financial statements because of material weaknesses related to the processing of commissions. In other words, they're running a scam. 2 weeks later, Prepaid filed 2004 financial statements approved by another auditor, their non-independent auditor. New rules proposed by the Federal Trade Commission required Prepaid to disclose to potential associates that less than 25% of its sales representatives sold multiple insurance plans, more than one, that is, in 2005, which the company did confirm in a Securities and Exchange filing. Can you see just how scammy this company is? In 2007, the Federal Trade Commission began investigating Prepaid's marketing of its identity theft service and affirmative defense response system, which the company developed to increase group sales. Prepaid changed its marketing materials in 2009 after regulators found the company's claims misleading. According to a Securities and Exchange Commission filing, the Federal Trade Commission and prepaid reached a mutually agreeable solution, and in 2010, the agency ended its 3-year investigation. Prepaid was the top corporate donor to the 2008 re-election campaign for Utah Attorney General Mark Shurtleff, who defended the operation of multi-level marketing firms in that state. In January of 2011, Prepaid Legal agreed to be bought out for $650 million US, with entities formed by Mid-Ocean Partners, a New York private equity firm that describes itself as focused on the middle market. What a great thing for a company to be focused on. The deal closed on June 30th, 2011, and the company once again became privately held. In July of 2011, Rip Mason, hi, I'm Rip Mason, began serving as LegalShield's CEO. In late 2011, the company changed its name to LegalShield as part of an overall rebranding initiative. And generally when you rebrand, that's because the brand that you had ain't so good. It's all scammy. It's all scammy. Another company called Stone Point Capital, which is another private equity firm, purchased a majority stake in LegalShield from Mid-Ocean Partners, and they expanded in the UK in 2019, and the venture into the UK went into liquidation. Yes, in May of 2021, so less than 2 years later. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if LegalShield is such a great idea, unless you want a whole bunch of non-legally binding, easily executable, never going to be successful legal stuff to happen to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want a bunch of people to get cease and desist letters. Because this company assigns you an attorney, and if the attorneys decide this can never win, you're not going to court. At least not with them. And but they'll whip out cease and desist letters like you can't imagine, baby. Like you can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Pecker gnats, no-see-ums. What if neither party consents? Well, that's called wiretapping. And that's only legal under court order. Doopa-doopa-doo, we know her as Karen Garvey, says, that's a DJ Dabbles song in the making. It really is. Terry Nee says it's an informer letter of saying, hey, stop that. To which you can say, oh, I'm sorry, or no, I don't feel like stopping that. Aku says, Billy Mitchell tried the same thing in his frivolous suit against Twin Galaxies over his fake Donkey Kong high scores. It ultimately failed immediately. Julian Zeezer's here, and he says, I don't need a legal shield. I need a legal battering ram. Horn. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but Doopa-doopa-doo says, Julian Zeezer, I would be like a legal flamethrower. She's a flamethrower. She's a flamethrower and not. Jack Hanna-Barbera says, the only thing that Ada has going for it is that it's a palindrome. Yes. Madam, I'm Adam. An elephant? Could be. A legal elephant. Julian Caesar says, yes. Julian Caesar says, everyone should keep a lawyer in the trunk of their car, just in case. Stone Cipher. That's my secret agent name. Julian Caesar says, so the only time they go to court is when someone sues them. It seems like it, doesn't it? Christina Costello says, hi. Hello, Christina Costello. I dig that look with the hat and the jacket. That's pretty cool. Julian Caesar says, unless you're a test pilot, you shouldn't be named Rip. Hello, I'm Rip Mason. I put out oil rig fires. Karen Garvey says, Rip Mason. Jack Hanna-Barbera says, I use LegalShield to represent my Mary Kay business. Yes, any multi-level scheme you can get. If you can get two of them together, that'd be awesome. That'd be just awesome. Stupid Greg Berhalter. Christine Costello says, thank you, Tom. Don't thank me. You did all the work. So anyway, we're going to have a movie. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, all those things. You can do it for free. Turn on your gifted memberships. Nobody's given a membership in here in quite some time. We're probably not going to make the $100 per month limit this month for the first time since we were monetized. We're just not doing that well. And but we do have that option if you'd like to take advantage of it. We have the option for you to completely ignore our super chats. Yes, Karen Garvey, Jay Giles Band. It's the track before Rage in the Cage, which was my warm-up music when I played indoor soccer. Ah, yes. Those were the times, weren't they? Terry Nee says, thanks, O'Biden. A Doopa has gifted 5 Tom Gully Show memberships. Karen Garvey, you are an angel. And you can learn how to turn those on in the crawl at the bottom of the screen. It's just about to go off the screen, but it'll be back anytime now. Goes in a loop. It just keeps looping. And that's what it does, because that's what it does. I've been watching Trevor Garner lately. I don't know if there's been any boobage showed on that program lately. Jack Hanna-Barbera says, danka shine. This is me as Frankenstein. It's really pretty close. I got to cut my hair this weekend. I'm going to get it cut. Anybody want ice cream? Anybody? No? Hey, 972-994-6822 is the number to call. And phone lines are open. Oh, sorry, did that one already. You're welcome. Sunday movie watch along for members. Yes, we are going to have a Sunday movie watch along. I don't know what the movie's going to be. I got no idea. Oh, I was thinking about DOA. Let me see if I can find DOA on... let me see here. Let's see if I can just go ahead and search that out. I'm going to see if DOA is on there for me to look at. It's going to take forever with this stupid computer. Tom, whoa. Show the Tom woman, man. Oh, that thing that you sent me? I'm going to. Oh, I feel you. I need to get mine cut down bad. Yours was really short last time I saw it, Christina. Dead on Admiral. No, you guys are hurting my head. A movie. Let's see if I can find it on here. DOA. I think this is it right here. Gosh, dang, dark Durgit. 1950. Yeah, that's it. 94. Oh, here's the one I want right there, probably. Acclaimed film noir story of a man desperately trying to find out who has given him a slow-acting fatal dose of radium. Radium. I've been given radium. And I'm pretty sure I can show that. So I'm going to go. I think we're going to watch DOA. Let me learn more about DOA. Let me try to entice you to watch DOA. Yes. Let me try to. Of course. All right. Ooh, mama. It's actually starring a relatively well-known actor. DOA is a 1950 American film noir directed by Rudolph Maté, starring Edmund O'Brien and Pamela Britton. It's considered a classic of the genre. Fatally poisoned man tries to find out who has poisoned him and why. It's the film debut of Beverly Garland, hey now, and Laurette Louise. In 2004, DOA was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry in the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Leo C. Popkin, hey there, Popkin, produced DOA for his short-lived Cardinal Pictures. Due to a filing error, the copyright of the film was not renewed on time, causing it to fall into the public domain. Now, it has been remade several times, as Color Me Dead in 1969, DOA in 1988, Dead on Arrival in 2017, and DOA again in 2020. So, yeah. I figure we'll watch DOA. That's what I figure we're going to watch. Let me see here. Yeah, I keep it way short now. I can grab it if it needs cutting. Julian Caesar, I was bitten by a radioactive ringworm. The amazing ringworm man. That sounds great, says Jack Hanna-Barbera. Well, those of you who do not have a membership, the lovely and talented Karen Garvey has gifted 5 of them. So turn your gifted memberships on, and you too, at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, can be part of our watch party. Aku Mugen says, thank you, Dupa. Sorry, I'm working like a wartime factory worker. Are you Rosie the Riveter? Doctrine says, hail, Tom and my fellow gully heads. Hail to you. Doopa-doopa-doo says, Aku, you're welcome. Whoops, Doc Torn is being saluted. Aku Mugen says, work update, by the way. Rotten Chevy is mostly primed. Rocker should be painted tonight, not likely to be out before midnight. My car is still having valves tuned up and all sorts of other things. I'm hoping to get it back tomorrow, but I'm not optimistic. And I don't care. I'd rather they get it right and do their thing, and I don't really have anything to say about it anyway. What am I going to do? Yeah, hurry it up. I'm not going to hurry it up. I'm going to do what they do. I just don't want to go the whole weekend without it because I have a meeting on Saturday. But whatever, man. You know, whatever. Nobody cares. 972-994-6822 is the number to call if you care to. You don't have to, though. You just don't have to. Well, let's see what we got here. Salute. Aku says, I asked my boss what my position title was. He didn't have one, so I recommended Cancer Monkey. After he finished laughing, he figured accounting would have an issue. Yes. Jenny G says, cheers, everyone. Cheers, Jenny G. I have an official title. What's her name? The meeting? No, it's not her. It's a different kind of meeting. I have an official title. This was a week where I had a choice a couple of times where my area that I'm in charge of, people didn't respect that I was in charge of it. And my choices were to not be very nice or to obfuscate the process. And I didn't want to be not very nice, so I obfuscated the process. I gotta wait till there's more people in the room before I'm not very nice. Gotta have witnesses. I want this week to be over. Next week is 4th of July. And 4th of July falls on a Thursday. Guess what that means? Yes, it will be a 4th of July special here on the Tom Gully Show on Thursday. Unless, of course, I get invited to some really cool event, in which case you're on your own. But I don't anticipate that happening, really. But it could. What's everybody else think about the 4th of July being on a Thursday? That's inconvenient because you got to burn a Friday day off, one of your, days off. One of your, they don't call it vacation time and sick time anymore. It's all personal days or whatever. So you got to burn one. And then here's the other thing. Do you burn one on Friday? Because nobody's going to be doing anything. It's a lot of people going to be out and everything else. That's a pretty easy work day. Do you take the easy work day and then burn one on Monday, or just don't burn any? I don't know. 4-day weekend? I don't know. That's maybe even a shoot for a work from home on Friday. The doctrine says that means I'm picking orders till Friday. Oh, yeah. Aku says, I don't think about it at all. I have Monday off. Yeah, well, it's depends on how early you have to wake up. Well, I don't have to wake up this early, but I get up at 5:30 and I'm on the way to work by 6 and I'm there by 6:30. And then, like an idiot, I work till 5 because I'm dedicated. I don't know why. Doctrine says I wouldn't mind burn. No, not that kind of burn. Yeah, you don't burn one like that. Akuba says, then again, I'm Canadian, so your 4th is our 1st. What? You have that Monday. I got you. If you still have all 10 fingers, go into work. I may or may not work in a warehouse that sells fireworks. Aha. I long ago tired of fireworks. And I certainly don't like the ones in the sky. They haven't changed. As we all know, I'm old. And they haven't changed since I was a wee lad. It's the same damn explosions as it's always been. You've seen it once, you've seen it a million times, and yet some people still sit there and go, ooh, oh, ooh. Replace the fuse with the quick burns. I don't know what the quick burns. Oh, the quick burn fuses. I got you. Jack Hanna-Barbera says the smoke bombs are better now. Maybe. I'm talking about the ones up in the sky. The fancy, fire department shoots them off ones. No, Aku, I'll get in trouble. We don't want trouble. Christina Costello is laughing. You watch the opening of Love American Style, you've seen every fireworks show that's ever existed since the beginning of time. Now, when I lived in Indianapolis, I lived in the legendary Riley Towers downtown, and I overlooked toward the east side of Indianapolis and the surrounding area, because I was way up at the top of it. And I could see 3 different fireworks shows going on. 3. At the same time. To say nothing of the fact that like 7 blocks south of me, if I could look south, was the big Indianapolis one. I just didn't care. Aku says, no, Doc. No, Doc, no, I think the idiot holding will have trouble. Yeah, well, he'll get in trouble. That guy will be in trouble. Makes sense. It's a distinction, perhaps without a difference. A distinction without a difference is what they say. Let's see here. I got a message. It could be important. Okay. It wasn't. I'm sure the United States is lost by now. Let's see. Insert the oohs and ahs. Yeah, people do that, and I just look at them and go, are you mental? Ooh, ah. It's the same thing you saw last year. The doctor says, I don't make sense. I make dollars. Stop making sense. Stop making sense. Doopa-doopa-doo says the funniest fireworks show was in San Diego a few years ago, where a computer glitch caused the entire 18-minute show to go off in 25 seconds. And that happens all the time, where an errant spark will hit the other stuff or whatever. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. By the way, the level of pyrotechnic that the average consumer can now buy for use in their own backyard and stuff has gone through the roof. You can get some amazing stuff nowadays. Comes on a board. It's all prepackaged and everything else, man. Man. All right. Aku says, every year I have about a dozen people ask if I can make fireworks. Last year, I was hired to make a floating dock out on a lake. My safety gear was a basic scuba set. You know, we had a pond out in the middle of nowhere, family property, my grandma's. And we would always light the fireworks on the opposite side of the pond, because then we got the reflection in the pond for all of the whiz-bang doodads. Let's see. Jenny G says, Aku, we love watching fireworks from the boat on the lake. Julian Zezer says, fireworks used to be basically illegal here, but recently they legalized it so we don't have to smuggle them anymore. Well, that was always the thing, was even when I was growing up. When I was growing up, there were very few roadside, firework places or anything of that nature. You had to go to a state where it was legal, which there weren't that many. And when you did, you'd stock up, and then you'd take them back to where you're from. Now, they're pretty available, most places. The Doctorn says, I remember last year, me and baby girl, we went to Riverbank, saw fireworks over the falls, and in New York for Canada Day, and then Independence Day. Me and baby girl. Jack Hanna-Barbera says, having contraband was the thrill. Yes, that was part of the thrill, was it not? I think Missouri was the closest one to us, but when we went to Florida, you could always get them in Florida. Aku says, can't be on fire for long underwater. Worked great until the anchor mount broke and my dumbass refused to let it fall to the bottom. Well, the M80s will burn underwater. They got that plastic coating. And they'll burn and blow up out of water. M80s is, man, it's bad business. And as longtime viewers of the Tom Gully Show are aware, one of our favorite days is the day after the 4th of July, when all those news stories come out about people doing dumb things with fireworks and getting blown up or killed. Now, we normally have to wait until after the weekend associated with the 4th of July. And I'm going to assume that this year, since 4th of July is on a Thursday, that the weekend will be festooned with various fireworks shows. And so, a week from this upcoming Monday will be a wonderful day here on the Tom Gully Show. Aku says, I already read that. I already done read that. I ain't read this one. Christina Costello says, oh, yes, love those stories. Like the guy that overlooked the mortar thing and it just boom right into his chest. Yeah. Here, kids, stand back. Let me fit the boom. Aku says, lake was 50 foot deep. Scuba setup was maybe set for 10. Yeah, That's if you do the math. If you do the math, that ain't good, man. That ain't good. I don't even know what I'm having for dinner. I know one thing. I'm going to fall asleep to Killing It with the Ables. Tonight, 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central. On the, what is it, 100 proof? I don't know. You'll find it. The bends, Tom, the bends. Yeah, you don't want the bends. Julian Zeta says, if you're cool, you light your fireworks with a cigar, like that guy from the A-Team, like Hannibal. Yeah, there's always an old guy lighting them with his cigar. If you're semi-cool, you light them with your cigarette. Math am be hard. Doopa-doopa-doo. Killing It with the Ables. Killing with the Ables is fun. It is fun. I haven't been able to watch lately. If you like dark humor, I like my humor like I like my nighttime, dark. So, yeah. So I'm hopeful that my vehicle will be back in my possession tomorrow. All tuned up and racy. I'm not too hopeful of that, but I am hopeful of that. Insta has some great video of Insta has some great video of kids, of idiots messing and getting messed up by fireworks. Oh, does it not though? It really does. So does YouTube. The Doc Torn says barbecue pork sandwich sure does sound good. Yeah, it does. And there's not one within. Although yesterday there was no Tom Gully show, and I had brisket again. Aku says the Shag War's coming home. We need pics. Well, the pics would be the same anyway, I think. It's not going to look any different. It'll just be... I do have some pics here. Let me see. I'm in one of the pics. That one I refuse to show. Let me see. Quick look. Boom. I could do a quick conversion for you, I suppose I could do a quick... Oh, that's the Wolf. What the hell did I do with my Jaguar ones? And that's going to be the Wolf, too. Yeah, those are pictures of the Wolf. Why those? I might have gotten rid of my Jaguar pictures. I think I did. Oh, jeepers. I could show you what it looks like, though. Hold on. I can show ye what it looks like. I can show ye. Jeepers creepers. Oh, there you go. That's right there. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I'll just hold on a second. I'll just I'm turning off the phone lines. You sons of guns ain't calling. Why should I tease myself? Why should I use the bandwidth? Teasing myself. Oh, for God's sake, I'm so sick of that spinning color wheel. For the love of Mike. It's just a big spinning color wheel. Come on. The things I do. Okay, quit, you bastard. Images. Here we go. Images. Let me see. What's the best looking one here? Well, this is it. Let's see if I can See how big I can make this picture. This will just hurry up. There's probably comments. I'll wait. Good brisket is hard to stay away from. You're darn right it is, and it's just 2 blocks away. The doctrine says not trying to give SG Fanboy any ideas, but how about a Grill Master Gully or anything? Oh, boy. Toby McGrovey says, thanks for the membership, doopa-doopa-doo. She's a great gal, isn't she? She's just a great gal. A fine gal. She's one of the best gals around. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll. So much soul. Can you dig it? No image available. Bite the crank. I clicked on a thing that said image. How can there be no image available? Car Gurus, you suck. And I closed that window, which I didn't mean to close. God damn. This show is a real pain in the keister. You know that? This show's a real pain in the old... All right. I want to get a black one, because that's the kind I have. Okay, Bonham's Cars Online. Let's see if this place does any better. Let's see if these people can do any better. And it's for sale by auction. Well, let's see if these people can do any better. Oh, don't you do it. Okay, allow all cookies. I will allow your cookies. I will. Yes, I will allow. I don't want the video. I want the gallery, please. I just want the gallery. Please. I only need the gallery. Do not need... now we're talking. You just give me the damn pictures I'm looking for? Is it that hard? Really? It's taking forever. Oh, now it's telling me it's delayed. I'll show you. I got no problem showing you, but... just has to. All right, what do we got here? Can't chat much, but I'm listening. Okay. Dupa, you're too kind. Dupa is wonderful. You're welcome, Toby. Glad you remembered. Yay, cookies. You guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're rocking and rolling with so much soulin'. All right. Dun, 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 dun. This is my car. This is my car. This is my car. Well, it's a reasonable facsimile of my car. Let's see here. Look at that wonderful styling in the front. Oh, dear me. This is, and look at the wheel. Nobody cares about the wheels. There we go. Look at that distinctive double headlight and grill. And then the back of it, which is cool, but you guys don't care about that. There it is, S-type. And there, oh, look at that. Yes. That's my car. Yes, it is. Look at that. It makes that noise in my head when I say, let's get to the innards. Look at that lovely instrument panel. So simple, so beautiful. Look at the cool little shifter. So elegant, so not giant and gaudy. There's the leather appointed seats. There is the nav system right there. There again is the instrument panel. Oh, the smell of it. It's British, so the steering wheel is, this pictures are British, so the steering wheel's on the wrong side, but That's the steering wheel. Imagine that the steering wheel's on the one side and the thing's on the other side. It's just different. The back seats, of course, which will never be used. There's the engine, which nobody cares about. There's the wonderful steering wheel with all the controls on it. There's what it looks like, only it's backwards. There's my car again. It looks so beautiful and cool, and yes, and that's what I drive. And I zoom over Dallas with that, and there's the front again. And I think you're getting the gist of the thing, really, of the Jag. Really, that's the deal there. And yeah, so do I need to really show a lot more of this? I don't know. I think it's just pretty much the same crap over and over again. So I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna bail on that. Anyway, that's it. Let's see. Don't need to take any more pics, Tom? Well, I have some, but they're not converted, so I can show them on here. Everyone is kind in their own way, I suppose. Odin's beard. Great Hogan's goat. Tyler Schollenberger. Speaking of brisket, I had amazing steak Wellington smash burger from a food truck the other night that had steak, brisket, pork, and a bunch of other stuff in it. Wow, Tyler Schollenberger from the Quad Cities. That's pretty cool, man. Making me hungry. Doopadoo says, is that a James Bond car? James Bond, his official car was an Aston Martin, but I am sure at one time or another James Bond was in a Jaguar. He had to have been. Maybe not, but Aku says it looks like the evil doctor for Lilo and Stitch. Google it. I'd rather not. Lucas Malago says, was that a TomTom GPS? I don't know. I don't use the nav. I got a phone. Aku, I see it. It's the nose. And I'm joking. It reminds me of the era when cars had personality and class. Yes. What's my favorite year and model of Jag? Well, I'm fond of the 2005 XJ8 Vandenpla, but that's a big car. It's a lot of car. I'd say the 2008 S-Type V6, because that's the one I have now. Doc Dorn says, never using the back seats. I don't know, but hardly anybody rides in my car but me. Sometimes I'll have one other person in it, but very rarely is there a bunch of people. Now, the other one, the XJ8 Vandenpla, I would have people in it because it had a giant back seat, so I could take 3 people to lunch or whatever. But this one, I'm so big, there's just not that much room for people's feet and stuff in the back. It does look like the evil doctor. Stop it! My car does not look like an evil doctor. My car's name is Sir Nigel Barrister Prescott Harrington. Call him Nigel. He's cool with that. Aku says, Google it. It also reminds me of a Morris. You know what it reminds me of? What it actually is. God damn it. I'll tell you what. This has just been a crap day from start to finish. I just spilled my friggin' drink. Just a crap day from start to finish. I'm ready for it to be over. I want my car back. I'm probably not going to get it back. Is that on the floor there? Did I spill it on the floor too? Just a crap day from start to finish. And it reminds me of what it is. Why do people do that? It reminds me of another thing. It's the thing that it is. Hold on. Reminds me of. People, you know, your show reminds me of, shut up. Why doesn't something remind you of walking in the street? Anyway. He made him spill his drink. I don't drink milk. This chat room is so much fun. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Lots of fun. Anyway, we're almost to the end of this torture. Morris is a fun manufacturer. Definitely has character. I don't care. I didn't buy a Jaguar so people could go, it reminds me of a Volkswagen. Not one comment of, oh, that's really cool. Just constant, reminds me of a cartoon character. I shouldn't have showed you. You could Google it then. You can Google it then. Doopa-doopa-doo. I work on cars, and styling of a car isn't always kept in-house. Really? I live on Earth, and the styling of anything isn't even always kept in-house. What do you think of that? Huh? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? When the first non-convertibles started, they all looked kind of the same, didn't they? If somebody has a good idea or something groovy, then it gets copied. Doopa-doopa-doo says, we kid around because it's a gorgeous car. No, you don't. You kid around. I don't even know if you're kidding around. And I seriously, I don't care. I'm just going to drive my car. And then while I'm driving it, I will occasionally think of this actual moment, and I'll go, na, 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 na. I was impressed by the car. You know who else was impressed by the car? Every single person that I work with that saw it parked in the parking lot, because, of course, I get in an hour and a half before any of them. And did you see that car in the front? Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm afraid I did. I drove it in. But Aku's right. It's, you know, but nobody copied that car to the point where it's misidentified for another car. It has a unique aquiline note. Now we're getting it. What did they style the Pontiac Aztec on then? I don't know, but there's something on that car. The radio control knobs. You know, that's just the way of everything. Movies, everything. Somebody comes up with a good idea, other people emulate it. It's just the way it is. Something. Hey, these fuel injectors are becoming quite popular. Windshield wipers. I notice all cars have them now. Something. Anyway, is this it for the week? Till Sunday? Is that what we're doing? Dupa says she considers cars a work of art. Some of them are. Some of them are ugly contraptions for conveyance. But a lot of them are works of art. Aku says you'll make that noose right up till your wallet sees the repair cost. No. I purchased the car at a steal price. I purchased the car for a little more than what some people would pay for tires. And I factored in the amount of money I would have to put into it to completely rebuild and restore much of it. Whether it needs it or not, I factored it in. And when I am finished, much like my earlier 2005 XJ8 Vandenpla, I will have ended spending a quarter to a third of the price of a brand new Toyota Corolla, and I will be driving a Ford-built, British-designed classic car as my daily driver. So, having done this with 3 separate cars now, this is the 4th, I'm quite certain. Oh, and what happened to the other 3, you may ask? People offered me 4 times more than I had in the car to purchase them from me. That's what happened. So I want to hear about it. Noise. You'll make that noise right up until your wallet sees the repair cost. No. 5-finger discount, huh? No, just people that didn't know what they had or just want to get rid of it because they didn't know anybody that could properly deal with it. Lucas Malago says, and LegalShield protected me from all those rebuild costs. Now, what's that? Car Shield. It's Car Shield. I always knew what was it? You was legitimate or something. Let's see. Yeah, I take it to a place that's been in business for 40 years. They only deal with older Jags, and they have 500 and some Google reviews and a rating of 4.9. They're really good. So, knowing a great mechanic is priceless. Yeah, I wouldn't have the car if I didn't have those guys. But you got to get the Ford-built ones. You do not want the Jags that were built by the British. And you can get the ones that were built in India, but they don't look like Jags anymore. So, let's see. Is your interior tan like that? It is. My color is black. The black one. All right, kids. I'm going to go try to feel positive about something in the universe. I'm not confident, but I'm going to go try. I will likely in 39 minutes be watching Killing It with the Ables. But I'll have to use my cell phone because I'm not going to sit here at this desk. If I want to comment, which I probably won't want to comment, but I might, or I might just go to sleep and try to get through tomorrow as quickly as possible. Let's see here. Have an awesome night. I will, and I hope you guys have an awesome night. And I would encourage all of you who are members to get out your cell phone right now and set the alarm for Sunday at 1 Eastern when we will be watching the Film Noir Classic DOA. Doctrine says steak, bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich sounds good right now. I don't think you need the steak. It's just the bacon, lettuce, and tomato would be pretty good. I don't know what the hell I'm going to eat. I think nothing. I don't think anything. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm going to eat a bowl of worms. Toby McGroby says, I'm going to try that strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper when I get home. Oh, Toby McGroby, are you in for a good time? Doopa-doopa-doo says DOA will be a fun watch. It will. What could be more fun than a guy fatally poisoned with radium trying to solve his own murder before he kicks the bucket? I don't know of anything that can be as fun as that. Hey, you guys are the best. Karen Garvey, thank you so much for the memberships, and all the rest of you, thanks for being here. And you can go watch something else now. Hope to see you on Sunday. Last time there was like 4 people on Sunday. It was awful. Doopa-doopa-doo says, if you're not there on Sunday, you're chicken. You're chicken. It's better late than never. Yes, you got here just in the nick of not in time. And with all that being said, the only thing left to say is, till next time. We'll see you next time.